Okay.
Just find me fine.
So just okay, there it is. Just sharing the video. Just putting it in the Creative Family group, and I'm going to put in the Very Vintage Retreat group. Hello, Mary. How are you? Okay. I bent this back the other way. So today in our Very Vintage Retreat, we have made a scrapbook page and an easel card. So that's where we're at so far. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Dee. How are you? Okay. So, have we got? Has it gone out anywhere? Have you shared it?
I'm doing it now. I'm trying to get my thing to share up. Wouldn't do it.
Oh, Dee has finished both classes. Hello, Di. How are you? And, oh no, Diana has finished both classes. Hello, Diana. Hello, Sandy.
There we go.
Hello, Tina. Hello, Chloe. Yep, I think everyone's doing pretty well. There we go. Okay.
Hello, son.
Yeah.
Just, no. Oh, I can do it. I don't know what was wrong with the two girls today.
No. When you go to do it, it says this function's not available.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Just found the Chromecast thing finally, but yeah, it doesn't work. We know that. Hello, Karen and Beck. I made a class. Awesome. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Angela, and Raquel, and Eileen, and Dawn. Right. Okay, so these are the two projects we did today. Oops, unstuck it there. Let's put them up here. Oh no, I'm not going to put it up there because then I'll cover something else I'm going to show you. So I'm going to show you the paper for Very Vintage. If you haven't been around and noticed that it's been released for a couple of weeks, maybe 2, I think. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Raquel. Oh, I don't know if I already said hello to Raquel. So this paper 1, I didn't bring any extra home, and I have used up a fair bit of my kit. And then, so that's paper 1, and then this is paper 2, the brick and the pink fabric. It's a bit of softness, but a bit of bold as well. It's very vintage. And paper 3. The timber's really nice and dark. We don't usually do dark. I love the card. It looks really cute, says Chloe. Thank you. And then paper 4. We used a lot of this on our card. Well, only half a sheet. We used less than half a sheet to make our card. And then paper 5. I've cut a bit off the bottom. That's all I've got left of paper 5. Obviously, I've used a bit of paper 5 today. And then paper number 6. A lot of people love the dark pink, violet pink Hessian. Nami John loves the bow. And the grey is a very handy colour. Very, very handy. Hello, Margaret. And Tina says beautiful. Okay. So what are we going to make? We're going to make a page, I think. So requests have been... Oh, maybe we have a look at the chipboard. Now, the chipboard is available online. I only went up today. So down below on YouTube, up above on Facebook is the link to Very Vintage, and you'll see that these are new products in the Very Vintage collection. So
much cleaner than that nice one.
You get it cleanish.
You can definitely tell she's done a few miles. Just a couple of layouts done.
Only a few. I do scrapbook a lot. So, yeah.
It was a bit like that phone you gave me.
What? There was nothing wrong with the phone I gave you.
You could have done just a couple of videos.
Yep. And then you dropped it the first week.
Do we need to point that out?
Rightio. He's just hit my design board and my sidekick, and these get used. They're workhorses. My design board and sidekick are workhorses. He's hit them with some hand sanitizer. So we could use that memories block word, couldn't we? Yes. And the big flowers. Big flowers are not up yet. But one of the requests recently for a class was lots of pockets. Someone else said lots of frames. Well, we could use some flowers, maybe. There's lots of things in here we could use in the fussy cutting. And there's also colour cuts. The colour cuts will go up. Maybe we'll photograph them soon. And this vellum will go up. This vellum's good. Hello, Joanne. Okay. No one else over on the tube. Let's look at this on the design board. What we're thinking we might do. I've got a few pockets. It's looking a bit naff at the moment. Okay, so I'm just snipping the tabs off. Just going to try and get them in one place so they're easy to get off. They're so easy to snip. Our chipboard is beautiful. And not just because it's our chipboard, it is just beautiful. And it's easy to work with. Okay. I
shall go and get the nail out to get
the kid that's practicing her dialogue.
Yes. That would be the one.
She's got an audition coming up. Wants to be... That's really sad news for her. She wants to be in the Combined Schools musical.
Which is a lot of work.
Which is a lot of work. And we travel for work. We actually do a lot as a family. So if we do that, I'm liking the pink and the yellow. So then what we could do is use like this. Oh, I'm going to half share that. Do we think a lace background? I've got an idea. Oh, what about this? Hello, Debbie. How are you? I just got home, so I'm quickly joining before dinner. What about that? And then, what about we put like a, let's move this over. Put like a heart. Like that. So if you're doing the retreat, whether you're, so it's a hybrid retreat. So there's a virtual retreat this weekend and everyone's doing that. And then in 2 weeks' time, there is an in-person retreat in Gladstone with us. And some people are doing that one. That's why it's a hybrid retreat. So we do a virtual retreat and 2 weeks later we do an in-person retreat. And some people do both. The in-person people do both, and then those that just do virtual just do the virtual retreat. So when you see that something is a virtual retreat, that means it's just a virtual retreat. So Nature's Way is just a virtual retreat. But then when you see it's a hybrid retreat, it means there's a virtual retreat, but you also have the chance to come and do an in-person retreat in Gladstone with us. And when you do the in-person retreat, we give you the virtual retreat as a bonus.
You do. You get access to all the classes there.
So if we then use this for a photo mat, I do love this colour. I do. And then for our heart, we could do, I think, a lace heart. I think maybe a lace heart. I think that'll look nice. Good, thank you. The dark paper looks great behind the pink and yellow. I think it does too. Here for a bit until I gotta go. Okay, hello Nikki, how are you? Okay, no more comments over there on YouTube. Okay. So, step 1 would be step 1's actually going to be to make our heart. Yeah. So let's trace out of paper 1. I am using Hearts 2 template. So this is one of our templates. So Scrapbook Fantasies. It's only available from Scrapbook Fantasies or a Scrapbook Fantasies retailer, someone that sells our products, and there are no stores with our product. This as a product. I can tell you hand on heart that no one has this product from us. We don't have any retailers that have purchased this product to sell. So stores can buy our products, but not a lot do. But they do. They can contact us and retail our products. And you know, like, our pattern paper's made in Australia. It's printed in Australia. It's designed by me. It's printed in Brisbane, and all of our products are made in Australia. And yeah, it's actually the cheapest paper you'll get that's fully Australian made. Okay. Well, lucky this bit here that was missing is the bit that's going to be hanging off the page. So I've just made that tiny bit there up as I went along because I missed a little bit. I think we'll distress this. I'm liking distressing with this paper collection. I think it suits it. Just trying to see where I'm at. Oh, there's an awful fabulous. There we go. So that'll go with that. So let's put that underneath. Like. Oh, that looks cool. Let's make our pockets. Quentin, will Louisa be doing a mini bookie thing this retreat? I don't know. Dealing with misbehaving dogs. Missed the Sarve's class. Was at the gym. Okay. Hopefully the dogs behave soon. I don't know if I'm going to do a mini bookie thing. Depends on how we travel with our cardstock. Rightio. So I'm just lining up it. So this is the center of my scoreboard, right? The 6-inch mark. And I have used a pencil and defaced my scoreboard. Oh, yeah, I've got paint on it and ink, but, you know, it's a workhorse. But the first thing I do when I get a scoreboard is I put pencil down the middle. Yep. so it's easy for me to locate the center. And then I'm just lining up the top and the bottom of the edge. You'll see on our pockets, so these are from our pocket cutout sheets, you'll see that the tabs are lighter. And I'm just lining up the center of the line. And I don't go like that way. I actually turn it round this way. I turn it so that I run the same way. Don't score too hard or you could cut through it, like if you're really vicious with it. That's one pocket. I'm going to do number 2 pocket. So I've just out of a habit, I always keep the tab to the right so that I'm scoring in the same place in the channel, and I'm not going to end up with it a little bit in the wrong way, wrong spot. I just find when I score with the tab to the right and it down the middle, I get a better finish the whole way around, and I don't see any little bits of tab. So there and there. Now I've got this pocket and exactly the same line. That line up. Beautiful. Ready to go. 3 pockets. I think I'm going to distress the top edges of my pockets. Oh, I missed one. Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisies. Done something wrong here. There we go. I scored it off to start with. Rightio. And this one's going to tuck under there. Rightio. Something like that. And then this will be for journaling. Okay. Hello, Deborah. I'm off to work, grandkids, basketball, and a lovely dinner with hubby. Oh, awesome. Sounds nice. Okay. So let's get the distressing tool out. Let's take our heart. So remembering it was an 11-inch Hearts 2. The Hearts 2 set. I know a lot of you like Hearts 1. If you've got Hearts 1, use Hearts 1. I like Hearts 2. I have Hearts 1, but I like Hearts 2. And sometimes Hearts 1 is the perfect heart, and sometimes Hearts 2 is the perfect heart. Okay, let's put tape on the back of that already when we stick it together. Something like that. And then let's distress our pockets, just the edge. I do be careful not to gouge into the joining bit there. We didn't do our laps of East Shores today. We did, we walked up the main street on the bottom to the top. Now this might happen when you, I've cut these sort of on the wrong angle. I've got a bit of white showing. I was actually doing a zoom when I was cutting these out. Probably a little naughty. Okay. I think we might paint our chipboard. I'm thinking silver. Like there's like little tones of silver in this. So I'm thinking a bit of silver would be nice. I think silver would look quite pretty. Got to come up with something to go in the pockets. Could probably put like little folders with extra photos, like little folders of photos in the pockets. That'd be pretty cool, hey? And then last but not least, rightio. So let's get some silver and just yeah, can't get in the drawers. Silver, that's silver. We've got some silver. You can get silver in the big tubes as well. Butters on tags could go in the pockets. Looking amazing. Gotta go. Shall watch replay later. Awesome.
Right, I'm coming in.
So you can get silver like in the big tube, or I've got silver in the little tube. Silver comes with metallics as well in the metallic set.
You're doing hearts too, do you?
Yeah, I like hearts too. Oh, I've even got water.
Sorry?
I've even got water.
Yeah, I got you clean water.
Okay, a little bit of water. So these squares are paint, ink, or mess.
Paint, ink, or mess.
So I add a little bit of water so it's thinned down, so it doesn't, but we don't want it so wet that we make our chip ball go to pulp. But I have it thinned down so that we don't get any globby bits in the design. Like we want it to just go on. And our first layer is really a prep layer. It's just laying the groundwork, letting the chipboard absorb a bit of it, getting it ready to put more layers of paint on. I actually think if I put the pink behind it. Okay, so let's leave that to dry for a minute. I'm going to move it over there. Right. Put the tube there. Okay, so let's do some prep while we wait for that to dry. And when I put the tape on the back, I actually tape across the join. And I burnish my tape. This is structural. We want our pocket to stay. So I burnish my tape. So you could get the flat of a, you know, a palette knife. Put it there. Or I use a bone folder. Use a back of a bread and butter knife. Some paintbrushes will work, the handles. Your folder, your plastic folder, that's scorer that's in your scoreboard. Because I'm going to put glue on this as well, once again because it's structural, and I'm going to put the glue up into this area here. Just got to watch her, Quentin. She showers for a really long time.
Yeah, I'm watching that. Our friends from the Cruising Royal Caribbean are offering 60% off. Second person.
Right, so let's put our two frames onto... No, let's leave our journaling frame flat. So let's put tape behind it. And then we're going to stick it to, I think, a piece of white card. And then what we'll do is put chippy strip behind this frame. Okay, where am I? Pull our pockets flat, I think. Let's get a longer piece. Right. And let's put the big flower flat and the little flower on chippy strip. Let's do a bit of prep work so that when it comes time to stick it together, and this sort of expends a bit of time while we're waiting for paint to dry. Yes. Oh dear, I left my glue open.
Oh dear.
Hopefully it's okay.
I hope so.
Yeah, she's fine. There's enough in it. Now we do have to take the barcode off our background paper. Before I completely forget that, and then build a page that doesn't fit in an album. Yep, we've all done that, haven't we? I haven't done it for a really long time.
Well,
Right.
Hopefully not just dusty.
Okay, let's put another layer on our tile. Just a little bit of water here.
Holy moly, we're busy this month.
Yeah, so this weekend we've got virtual retreat from our hybrid retreat, the virtual part. Next week when we're in Brisbane, we have a pop-up shop on Saturday and Sunday next weekend, and I am teaching with Naomi John. We are teaching on Saturday and Sunday. So, and they're very, there's new product, like brand new product that no one has seen, and very much about techniques. We're going to paint strawberries on Sunday.
Oh, I know what you were talking about now. You had to be adjusted. I was a bit slow on the catch up there, wasn't I?
What's that?
What you and Naomi were talking about this afternoon, it had to be adjusted.
Yeah, that's for one of her classes. That's for the class. So I designed 3 and Naomi John designed 1, but we're actually teaching them together.
Yeah, I was going to say you guys would teach together.
We're actually teaching together. Okay. I'll put that over there so I don't get paint everywhere.
Hang on a minute. Whose boards and that are we taking?
I don't know. Oh, can you...
Put Naomi on the teach, they're going to get mighty messy.
Can you pick up that?
Yeah, I'll get that.
Please.
You've got something over here, I need your wheel, actually.
Right, so we're going to use... Oh.
That's that. That's not this one, is it?
No, that's a bit of rubbish.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So, let's rebuild this for a moment.
Hello, Missy.
Missy shocked the plumber today by opening the cupboard. She also hung out with him while he was cutting holes in our wall.
With a very noisy little tool.
Yep, and she hung out with him, and she was asking him what he was doing.
He was quite surprised.
Yep. She's a very inquisitive little critter. Might be a bit far over that way. Let's move this way just a little.
He did get concerned when she didn't run away. We had water everywhere with green dye in it. Trying to find a leak. And the plumber got quite concerned when Missy was not at all fazed by the water and the green dye.
No. Okay. So, pockets. What are we going to do in our pockets? Okay. She's singing in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, Missy, what are you doing down here with me?
Come on. Over here.
No, you can't sit on my lap while I teach a class.
Oh.
You need to hang out over there. Go on. Been cleaning things. Okay. So from a sheet of white, we're going to cut. A 7-inch by 3.5 inch twice. So 7 by 3.5. 1, 2. And then we're going to cut from the scrap from that piece a 6-inch by 3-inch. And then this piece is 2 inches wide, and we're going to cut it at 3 inches. So we'll have two pieces that are 2 inches by 3 inches. And we've got one piece that's 3 by 6. And we've got two pieces that are 3.5 by 7.5 inches.
What did we do before we had you, Missy? I don't know.
So, what we're then going to do is our two pieces that are 7 by 3.5. We're going to score them at 3.5 in half. So these are 7 by 3.5. And then our piece that's 6 inches by 3 inches. I'm going to score that at 3 inches. The little one goes in the pink pocket. So I haven't folded that one very well. Let's neaten this one up. So next weekend, so we're back again tomorrow night for a second Very Vintage scrap along, but there won't be a scrap along next weekend. Because we'll be in Brisbane. We'll be prepping for our pop-up shop next weekend.
We will be.
And then we're going to pop that little card in there. It's a little journaling card. So it's 3 inches by 2 inches. And then this little one, we're just going to stick that there. We only needed one 3 by 2 in the end. Let's just stick that on there. Let's cut that in behind. Right in there behind. Okay. Let's just clean up as we go.
Oh, man. Your friend Andy might be coming over tomorrow afternoon.
Ooh, looks good, Mum.
Thank you. Hey, Gun, what are you going to do? You're going to go and practice your speech, your monologue?
That's on your iPad.
It's on the iPad.
Oh, well, we'll have to print it at work tomorrow.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go draw.
Okay.
Okay.
Have some me time.
Get there.
Oh, have some you time.
You can have some new time. Dad's trying to do something for the video he made, but it's not working.
So let's make the piece on our frame. Two by 2 3/4. So the photo inside the frame is going to be like 2 inches by 2 3/4 inches. No, it's not 2 3/4 inches. Two inches by 2 5/8. Jeez, halfway between 2 1/2 and 2 3/4. Oh, that's a tiny Yeah, but that's cool. Look at that. What we might do is we might cut a piece of our white scrap that is like 3 by 3.5. So from our white scrap, let's cut a 3-inch by 3.5-inch piece. And what we'll do is we'll stick our frame to that. Let's get our glue. Hopefully we've come in far enough. Okay, I'm just going to clean up the glue. So you can see how he's only just cleaned my mat. My design board. Oopsie. I'm going to put tape on the back of this. Then on the back of my fake photo. So this was 2 by 2 5/8. Let's write that on there. So it was a 2-inch. Always do the width first, by 2 5/8 inch fakey photo. Oh, that's probably a bit much tape. It's just a fake photo, Elisa. Yeah, I've got to be able to remove it later. Let's get rid of the glue on here. Let's remove the glue. And we'll sit our photo in there, in the middle. Oh, I like that. Okay, so this little book up in the pink one was the 3 by 6 piece. So this is going to have 2 3/4 inch by 2 3/4 inch little fakey photos. I like to do little books like this square so that then the photo's the same height and width. So it doesn't matter if you cut the photo wrong. And then these 2 little books, they were 3.5 by 7, so they're going to be 3 1/4 inch by 3 1/4 inch photos. And this little journaling blocky thing here, it'll be right. It was just a little 2-inch by 3-inch piece. Okay. Oh, geez. Yep. Guess what I did?
What'd you do, Mom?
I sat my paper in my paint.
No.
I should have just kept the paint over here. Silver paint. It's like put on a woolly blanket. Like black paint, actually. Silver paint. Final coat. And it's basically just solid paint. Once you've got a good grounding of paint on there, and I'm using the pat paint technique, which helps get it out of the grooves and that, it's not so bad. It doesn't really get in the little nooks and crannies. And you'll find that painting, once you paint your chipboard, it gets a nice solidness about it. It's not so flimsy, especially if you let it dry. Like, you've got to let it dry between layers. If it is a really delicate title, you can just leave it in the sheets as we produce them and just paint it in the sheet and then snip it out. There we go. We paint in the grooves. Just, yep. So let's stick another dog. Or we put it on the dark pink.
Stick it over the dark pink side. Oh, what is that?
Yeah, I think the dark pink, hey? So let's stick our title. Let's stick our paint title to a scrap of it. Just going to clean up the silver paint because it was just cleaned this evening. This, yeah.
I'm not making you feel guilty.
Yeah. Could someone test if Facebook's allowing us to have comments? We haven't had comment for 29 minutes on Facebook.
Right, I'll do that in a second. That's why I put the other one up last time. I put the link up, and I looked over at yours and it had the link.
Yeah, might need someone to make a comment. No, you're not any help, Quentin, because ours automatically works.
Oh.
Ours automatically works.
Oh, gee. Yep. Oops, here's a test comment. Did you get that on your Facebook?
Not yet.
No. Actually, did you get my sheet?
Last one I had was Karen Lincoln's photos on tags could go in the pockets.
Yes, everyone's there.
Oh, okay.
No, my thing didn't go up then. That's not funny.
And then I'm going to cut in on an angle underneath.
So, yep, we got Cheryl saying she's here. Karen saying a test comment.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any either. Beck Jones,
I've done too much in the last few days. I'm already in bed. I'm hoping to join in tomorrow. This page is looking so good, so it's so frustrating. Yeah. And you just have to rest sometimes, Beck. You just have to rest. I'm not seeing any either. I think you're all quiet. You are just trying to work out what on earth I was doing.
No one would believe me if I don't take this photo.
Where is she?
No,
why are you sitting on the open bag? Would you like to come and say hello to everybody? You need to come up and say hello. Oh. Singing its heart out. This is Miss. Hey, look up here, up here, up here. You gonna look up? There she is. Right.
I tell you,
Oh, you just need hugs and cuddles.
this kitten.
Oh, how about you go? That
Come on,
you need to be loving.
I was trying to do stuff before I should have locked myself all over the phone. And
Just
you were pasting stuff everywhere. Yep.
right.
Yep. Okay, as long as you're comfortable.
I do need to wipe my hands with wipes because I am a germaphobe. I know it seems silly.
Is that better for you?
Okay, I'm right now.
No, I'm talking to the cat. Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, I can't stop crying.
Okay. I think I need to do some fake photos. So we're going to have 13 photos. So we need 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. This black is not in your kit. If you buy the kit for this, we'll put it up tomorrow. It will not be in your kit. And we have worked out that I made an edit to something to make things work a bit better, and I broke all the kits. Well, I broke most of the kits.
Well, that'll be all good.
Plus, we've sold out of a heap of our older pattern papers. So, there's no kits. So we've got 6 of those so far. So we need 2 more 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And we need 4 that are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Only little, but sometimes it's a detail. You know, this could be a really good layout to put little photos of items given to you by a grandparent. Like, I have my grandma's sewing box and I have her button collection. So I have the leftover buttons for each garment she made. You're on my iPad bag again.
I'll share a picture later there, everyone. It's
Oh my gosh.
the cat that has to be
A little terror. But yes, so you could put little photos of just special little mementos, or the cards a special relative made you, or, you know, just something. You know, this would be a really good, you know, documenting those memories. Or if you have a relative or grandparent that gave you a whole heap of jewelry, you could put each piece of jewelry. Or you could put a photograph of a piece of jewelry you own, and inside you could write the story of the piece of jewelry, and then maybe put a photograph of an occasion where you wore the piece of jewelry. I helped my high school homeroom or form room teacher, and he was also one of my science teachers. I helped his wife when she was nearing the end of her cancer journey to make an album, and in her album, it was a memory album. It was a photograph of her with the piece of jewelry, and a photograph of the piece of jewelry, and a photograph of her and the grandchild who got the piece of jewelry, and the story of the piece of jewelry, and why she was giving it to, or gifting it to, that particular grandchild. So it was a really beautiful project. It was amazing. As a scrapbooker, I have got to be part of people's memory journeys, and it is truly a gift when someone trusts you enough to share that journey with them of creativity. But yeah, this would be really great to document memories or document something. So these ones in this little one were 2 3/4 inch by 2 3/4 inch. I'm not going to write on them all. Fakey photo. I might later when I go to photograph it, or put it in the store, and then that'll fit in there. So they're going to fit in that one. And we're actually going to have them in the pocket when we stick it on, so the pocket's got enough oomph. Oh no, we won't actually. No, we won't, because it'll distort the pocket. No. But yeah, you could, but it's probably not a good idea. Let's put this one in the middle because it's got a mark on it.
So Margaret H has put up, tomorrow I will make a second birthday card for my great-granddaughter using 2 cute colour cuts.
There you go. That sounds awesome. Is that Missy? Yes, it's Missy. Oh,
Missy.
thank you.
Missy
Beautiful
Missy.
kitten, Missy, says Laura. I don't know if you could see in the video, but her left eye doesn't work. She's blind. It probably was quite reflective. Is it really milky tonight, Quinn?
Yeah,
Or just really milky tonight? And on her left side, she actually has a fractured skull, and she has an acquired brain injury.
Well, so skull's here, but she's...
Well, she's got that fracture. There is a fracture for life.
Days, and someone
had beat her up with a lump of timber or something. I had to go and cook a late tea as my husband is stuck cuddling our cat tonight. Oh my gosh, Laura. Mine are all at my feet. They are looking after me. Yes, cats are amazing caregivers. So are dogs, but cats are really... Madeline knows I've got a migraine before anybody else. And usually she knows I'm getting a migraine before I really know that's what's going on. She's amazing. Don't forget to trim the barcode. I've got to trim the barcode, yes. Hello, Nicole. Wouldn't let me see the comments or comment myself till now. Oh, I do not know what's going on with Facebook. Facebook is atrocious.
Not being very friendly.
No, it's not. It's not friendly book. Right.
I did notice, but I think it was one of my better little video clips. One of the ones I did for Very Big, which has got 1.1k views.
Oh, there we go. Is that the truth?
What's that?
Is it the truth?
I hope so.
I do have... So I'm going to stick these in. And then what I'm going to do... When was she injured? So...
2022?
No.
2019.
2019. She went missing for a couple of days. We looked everywhere for her. Yeah, 2019. Naomi's first year at uni. Because Naomi's boyfriend was still back here, and even he was out looking for her with us. we were all out looking for her. Yeah, and when she came home, she had dragged herself home and she had worn her claws down to nothing. And yeah, she was in a really bad way. But she's also the cat that in, what was it, 2021 or 2022? Yeah, she was playing with the next door neighbour's cat. I think it was 2021. She was playing with the next door neighbour's cat on the next door's roof. And they jumped off the roof and she got caught on the gut, got a tummy caught on the gutter and cut her tummy open. Yeah.
Was that 7 stitches or something? 8 stitches she had?
20-something stitches or something. I don't know.
Big V
She was just very lucky.
Hey?
She's very loving. She is a bit naughty at times.
Yes.
And she does open wardrobes. She can still remember how to open a wardrobe. So, what do we reckon? It's sort of kind of together. Let's move that to the side. Let's cut the barcode off. Well, I'm glad she has your, yeah. We love her dearly. She's actually Milton's cat, but oh my gosh, she's very loving. She's very good with Madeline. Madeline has dementia, so she's really good with Meow Meow. Hello, Elise. How are you? So let's cut our page to 12 inches. I like it that way. No, I like it that way. So let's cut it off this dark bottom piece. Let's cut it to 12. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't mind that. So that's a piece of paper 3. And move that out of the way. Let's stick our heart on. So it goes about here. And let's use our T-ruler. Got a bit of a mess. This having space is actually ruining me. I'm actually getting a little messy and I'm not enjoying the process of being messy.
That's it. I have to take all your space back.
Yeah. I don't usually create messy. Not this messy. I've spread quite far. I think I have my space. I want it to be there. That's a bit low. Let's go about there and over there. I think I've got my space about how I want it to be. How's that? So it's like 2 5/8 from the top. That's a silly measurement. So let's... Now we're keeping all of our bits and pieces with our retreat kit because we never know what we're going to use, because in the last class it was sort of decided that Saturday afternoon scrapbooking class will be embellishments with Naomi John. It's okay. I built up some points last night. We watched a documentary about wind turbines. So, yes. I sat down with her and watched a documentary on wind turbines. So, I have built up some mum points. So, yeah. And it wasn't a documentary because we wanted to watch it. It was for uni. Okay. I got glue on my journaling block. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our pocket at the top. And we're going to work our way down. But just thinking about it right now, do we flick a little bit of silver on the background? I think we do. think we'll get some silver. We only need a little smear. And then I'm going to get my fan brush. And some water. And I'm thinking we'll put a bit here, a bit here, and a bit here. So we put our first dots on. And then we add a lot more water. Oh, those ones are a bit big. And we add a fair bit more. And then I've got some really big ones that are really not going to show up. Give it a little rinse. Oh, I knocked the video rig. That is the issue now. I think that's right. Watch it, you're all going to get seasick. Actually, hasn't happened yet, hasn't happened yet, hasn't happened yet. And it just happened.
What's that?
Oh, I knocked the video rig.
Oh.
And
How far did you knock it? You reckon that's straight?
yeah, I think that's right. Okay, so that's really wet now. Nope, wrong way. So let's stick our pockets on. So we're going to stick this one on here. And we're going to have to eyeball it. Now we need to be down far enough so that when we put our stuff in our pocket, it fits in the page. So remember we burnished our tape, and then we just want a little tiny bit of glue. And I'm just using the side of the glue nozzle just to spread it. About there. Probably should have done the flicking like considerable amount of time earlier. Just gonna.
Might have to cook it, dear girl.
No. Okay, now I just need to. So you then need to actually burnish it on. And we don't muck with it and open the pockets and put things in the pockets until they're stuck. Okay. That's one.
Yes, I'm the royal cat.
So when you're layering the pockets, you've just got to be mindful of them being able to open, or you being able to get the contents in the pocket, unless you're not worried about the pockets working. But you want to be able to get the items into the pocket and out of the pocket, unless they're just for show, for decoration. Spreading the glue. Just one tiny bit up there. A little bit in the corner. Right. Even though it's been a little cooler today because it rained all day, yeah, it's still quite tropical. Oh, did you hear the pantry? Did you? She's off. The pantry's been opened. Just worked out her sister's got food. Quentin, the vultures turned up. Missy will go and tell Maddie she's hungry, and Maddie will give her her food.
No, I'll give Maddie food.
No, Missy's coming to get Maddie's food.
You not welcome. No. You have fat tummy already.
And then we're going to put this one here.
Right. Now we got you. Hold it on Mum and Dad's room for a minute.
Problem is, he's going to put her out there. And then she's going to open the wardrobe and hide.
Yeah, we got to go to bed tonight after the cat runs out.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Then we're going to put this one sort of here. So I'm not sticking it down, and I'm getting my tea ruler. This is a bit of a process. Just got to be careful where it goes over the joins and that you don't burnish it, like burnish an embossed thing in it, unless you want to have it like embossed. Look at that. Put that there. So we prep this. See, prepping it all as we go really helps with the fluff and stick process. That's what Quentin calls it, the fluff and stick. When I fluff around for ages, making elements and a background and all that, and then I just stick it together in 5 minutes. I am cleaning the tea ruler on my jeans every time. Bloody hell. So put that down there. We're going to hide the gap here with our flowers. Yeah, it's still quite warm here. Zoom tonight, it was only, I think it was 21 degrees, but it was 89% humidity. And we'll tuck that there. It's a little pocket. So doing the little tiny bit of flicking on the background helps the let me get a little tea roll with this one. Helps the that one doesn't go far out. The title, the silver on the title, to make sense. Like why the title is silver. Just brings that colour from the background to the title and back and forth. Two. Should be 3 leaves. Lost a leaf. Do we put it in there or do we put it up there? Actually think I got something on that and I bent that. But if we don't stick it at the end, it'll be good because otherwise it'll block this pocket if we stick it at the end. So we won't put any glue. Oh no, it doesn't have sticky beyond this point. Oh yeah. What's the matter?
Oh, me. I was just talking to Dad. He was like, "It's Karate Kid" because I'm watching Karate Kid on the TV.
Which one, the new one or the old original one?
I really don't know.
Well, who's it got in it?
I don't know either.
Oh, okay.
But it does have an older boy, not a younger boy.
Oh, the new one was on the other week. This would be the new follow-on one. Are you going to wear my slippers that I got for Mother's Day?
Yeah, I'm going to wear them.
Oh, thanks for that. That goes in there.
I'm having a test trial.
You didn't cut the slippers, did you?
I'm having a test trial.
Working there or there? No, I think here.
We buy really original Mother's Day gifts, like slippers.
Oh, they're so
leaf.
comfortable.
I've lost a leaf, Clinton.
Hang on, where you lost the leaf?
I've lost a leaf. I think I need to clean up.
Where was the leaf last seen?
On the design board.
Oh dear. So, destination unknown.
Yep, destination unknown.
Big leaf?
Nope. Let's just find another leaf.
Yeah, the roll backwards a second. Down to it. It did look a lot like this one.
Oh, that's it. Killers.
Oh, that'll be $17.50, thanks.
Nope.
Thought it was pretty cheap, really.
That there.
Don't forget to stick the leaves. Thanks, Diana.
Yep. Yep. I had to find the leaves. Oh, that's too much glue.
Oh, Karate Kid inspiring you, Leanne, to do karate in slippers.
Why is she doing karate in slippers?
Your slippers.
Oh, dear. So I'm just not going to put glue on the very end there. Because we don't want to block the function of that.
Was I supposed to let Missy out?
No!
Missy, you're coming back here.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Missy.
Yep.
I'm going to carry you. Oh, you're not helping.
Oh, out of the room. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Thought you let her out of the house. Oh, dearie me. Missy's not allowed out at all in the evenings.
Why was the door shut?
So she didn't eat her sister's food.
Oh.
Okay. I'm liking this. So the yellow flowers and the yellow pocket support each other. And then the heart and the bricks are a similar tone, so they support each other. This little pocket and the hot pink, violet, Hessian behind the memories word, support each other. And then we've got these 3 pinks that are fairly related. So I'm just going to gently pop these in. So you've just got to be careful the first time that you get them in the right place. So that goes there. Don't move. They're not, you know, they're not cured. The glue's not completely cured dry yet. There we go. Mammy John has this thing about putting things in far too soon, and then they're really not good. I got that in the right spot. Yep. And this one goes in here. This one is the most precious one that should be stuck before you stick things in. And I also should let the titles dry first. I'm going to have to do a bit of surgery on this later because I've put things in pockets before they're completely dry. And then we've got a journaling block there and a little nice little journaling spot here. We could put another photo here, but I don't know. It's a rather heavy page. We've got black, don't we? I'm just going to change my tack here a little. Just going to try something. I'm going to have a 3" by 3" piece of our white. I've got a little bit left. 3x3 of white. And then I'm going to cut a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 fakey photo. I'm going to cut 2 of those. The black's not in your kit. This would make 15 photos. Like, that's pretty phenomenal on a layout. See, you guys got lots of pockets. Well, 4. And I'm going to say interactive. Look at that. There we go. I like it.
Where'd you go?
Oh, I put another little photo card.
Oh, cool. Looks awesome.
So we've got a booklet with 4 photos. A booklet with 4 photos. A booklet with 4 photos. Oh, I've got a cord on my heart. You've got a photo card with 2 photos. And then we've got a trippy suspended mat. That's a suspended mat when it's a frame with a photo inside and another colour behind. And it's suspended. And then we've got a little spot for journaling. So there we go. So you can take, and I love those flowers. Love, love, love those flowers. Okay, so beautiful layout. The pockets are so cute, so pretty. Thank you, Margaret. Margaret said very nice. Diana said, oh, don't forget the leaves. Lovely Paige said, Di, thank you. Deborah said very interesting, looks good. Thank you. Raquel said great page. So did Sandy. Thank you, thank you. So thank you all. There you go. We made a project. And my video is still crooked. Yep. Do that, it looks a bit straight. I think that's straight now. So if you are not doing the retreat, we will be back in the morning for our weekly roundup. Sometime before our first class at 10 o'clock. So if you are doing the retreat, whether you're doing virtual, well, it's all hybrid, whether you're doing the virtual or the in-person, both are doing the virtual because it's a hybrid retreat. At 10 o'clock in the morning, we have a card making class with Naomi John in the Very Vintage Retreat group. And then at 1 p.m, the scrapbooking class is actually embellishments with Naomi John in the Very Vintage Retreat group. And then at 5:30, we've got a Zoom get together for the retreat. And at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, we are back here and we're creating, and I think Naomi John and I are going to create together. So we're going to do a bit of a team project. I have done almost all of the fussy cutting, so I've just got a couple of frames to go out of our kit. I've done all the other fussy cutting. Definitely sometime tomorrow, Naomi John will use her favourite thing, the pink bow. Interesting page tonight, and it certainly has lots of pockets and interactive video books. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Joanne. She said it looks great. So there we go. So yeah, and then we'll be cracking on Sunday with a couple of pages. The last one's probably going to be a bit of a Frankenstein, stick it together out of nothing, make a page out of nothing project, but we'll make it work. You never know what we've got left. And yeah, so we will see you tomorrow morning for a weekly roundup. Oh, I forgot to show you. Who wants to see Nature's Way? I was meant to show you Nature's Way. Whoopsie. We've got the paper. So I think you've got a week still that you can book in. But then we had someone join this retreat on Tuesday.
I was going to say, we might be changing the booking thing a little.
No. But yeah. If you can try and book in by the deadline next Friday, it really helps us with making kits because we're already, obviously the paper's here, so we're already packing stuff. So that's paper 1 of Nature's Way. And then this is paper 2. Look at that. I had to include the dragonfly. I'm sorry. You'll see why later. I love how that turned out, that collage. And this is, yes, Very Vintage bricks in the background. And then paper number 3. Very pretty. Very nice. I'm not a green fan, but I do love all the greens in this. And then paper 4. Naomi John told me I had to use the pebbles when she was looking over my shoulder and I was doing the pebble paper. She said, I want the pebble paper. You must use the pebble paper. So there we go. We've got pebble paper.
Is that the pebbles?
Yes. Yes. And we've got some ephemera and then we've got some notebooks, some collage tags, and there were gaps. So I put leaves in because you can never have enough leaves. And then this is paper 5 with a real grungy, like, painty wall. Yep. That's kind of a bit of what inside our wall looks like in our leaking bathroom. It's only leaking in a little tiny bit like that. Yep. At least we've caught it early. Flowers are a little different to what I normally do. So a little bit different, but they've got like texture, like they look like they've got texture on them. So, yep. And there are mushrooms again. And I love this leaf cut, and this is paper 6. And there's our lovely burlap. And the dragonfly. Oh, yes. And we haven't done a door on a scrapbook page for a while. And Little Miss Fox had to be included. The other burlap there, look at the colours together. So a nice dark print. And I forgot to say, like we don't make specific, Nature's Way is Stunning, says Deborah, we don't make specific masculine paper ranges anymore. But I'm going to say in Very Vintage for masculine, we have the blue with a spot. We have the blue glitter for little boy pages and baby boy pages. You could definitely, it is a little florally, but you could definitely use this grey for masculine, even though it's got a shadow floral in it. Then we have the brick. And we have the dark brown timber, which would be amazing for men's and boys' pages. It will look really, really good with Nautical Dreams. I'm just going to say that dark timber and Nautical Dreams and this white brick with Nautical Dreams is going to be amazing together. But, yeah. So we put masculine into every collection. We don't just make masculine collections because masculine-only collections actually don't sell very well. We find that if we do collections that tick more boxes than one, then they're actually better for your stash. They're less likely to be hoarded and more likely to be used. So we do our best to try and accommodate everyone. Dee says, oh, wow, I love, love, love the papers. Gorgeous. So there we go. That was Nature's Way, and this was our page for tonight. So we will see you all in the morning for our weekly roundup. I will take my page in with me this week. I'll take last week's pages too.
How about we get Naomi's art journal? Just to
Oh,
make it a
no. How about you go and grab the art journal?
Okay.
But yes, so we will see you all in the morning. I'm pretty sure we've got Facebook problems still with commenting. And if you just keep an eye out around 9 o'clock, between 9 and 9:15 in the morning, for our weekly roundup so you don't miss it. That'd be amazing. Take care. Stay safe. Love yous all. And we will see you all soon. Are you switching off or am I? Oh, he is doing it. Thank you very much. You're amazing. Thank you. Bye.